Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Y'all ain't gonna believe this right here, bro. Y'all ain't gonna believe this right here. It says prison doctor confirms Diddy STD list. Say Diddy had HIV since 2011. Bro, this could be all alleged news, but as many freak offs as he did, ain't no telling, bro. Ain't no freaking telling as many freak offs as he have done. It wouldn't surprise me, especially if he lacked the boy booty. If he lacked the boy booty, that's the fastest way you can get it, from what I heard. All right, but we gonna check it out, man. We prayers for Diddy. If this is the case, justice should be served. But man, this is crazy. If you got to do life in jail and be sick too at the same time, that'd be crazy.
Girl, the streets are saying that Diddy just got exposed for allegedly having HIV, and the internet is on fire. Not only are they saying that, but there are reports that he allegedly passed it on to some very famous people at his freak-offs. Yeah, it looks like we're about to start seeing people turn on Diddy, because this is crazy. The rumors first started going around when his trial started, and he was looking very skinny. At first, fans assumed that he had a hard time adjusting to life behind bars because it wasn't exactly the five-star treatment that he was used to. But now it looks like we might have been wrong, judging by the new HIV allegations. So who exactly did he supposedly pass it to during those freak-offs? Girl, this is about...
You know what? I'm almost kind of afraid to hear the list. I'm kind of almost afraid to hear the freaking list, bro. Because I'm pretty sure whoever this list may be, some of these people are married. And in this industry, everybody sleeps with everybody. So is the whole Hollywood infected?
To get wild, so let's break it down. Like I said, when the trial started, people couldn't help but notice how different Diddy looked. He didn't have that same flashy, confident energy folks were used to seeing at parties, red carpets, or even just walking through the city. Instead, he looked smaller, older, completely worn out, nothing like the Diddy everyone remembered. It wasn't just about losing a few pounds or switching up his style. Something about him seemed off, and people began to wonder if there was more to the story. And of course, many people blamed it on stress. Facing serious legal trouble would break down even the strongest person, especially someone like Diddy, who has been living large for decades. But this wasn't your typical stress weight loss. His whole appearance had shifted in a way that had people concerned, and it didn't take long for rumors to pop up. People began whispering that this might be more than just court drama or just him missing his old lifestyle. Some believed it pointed to a deeper health issue, and it didn't take long before people started speculating that he had HIV. And the moment courtroom sketches of Diddy hit the internet, people wasted no time picking him apart and pointing out symptoms of HIV. Fans were talking about his sunken face and tired eyes. Court reporters also talked about how sluggish he seemed. It wasn't just casual chatter either. Things got serious when fans started to claim that they had allegedly seen one of Diddy's medical reports from when he was in prison, and it confirmed the rumors about Diddy supposedly having HIV. Girl,
Now, you know that's the first thing they're going to do, bro. From all my friends not all my friends, a couple of guys that I know from around my area that been to prison, whenever you go to prison, they're going to test you for all of those things because they know sexual activities do take place in prison. And instead of for them to have the whole prison infected with it, they're probably going to put you in the places where everybody else who's been diagnosed with it is at. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to test. That's going to be one of the first things they do whenever you go to prison. So if they test Diddy and he's in that area, man, wow, this is crazy.
When I tell y'all that the internet went into flames after that, and it wasn't all about Diddy cheating, but the rumors that he allegedly gave other celebs HIV during freak-offs. And considering how many celebs have been rumored to have attended his freak-offs, it is not looking good. And to make matters worse, everyone in Hollywood is somehow sleeping with everyone else. It is a hot mess. Then Jaguar Wright came in and completely shook the table when she claimed that Diddy had been living with HIV and didn't stop there. She also claimed that at least 20 other...
Can you imagine the sex workers? Bro, imagine the sex workers, bro. The sex workers probably got girlfriends or wives or fiancés or something. This shit ain't gonna never stop.
Other men in the industry might be facing the same thing. That sent the conversation into overdrive.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all the incidents.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
The rumors blew up from there. People started digging into Diddy's past relationships and connections, wondering who else might be tangled up in this situation. One name that kept surfacing was Usher. Fans couldn't forget how close they used to be, and with these new claims floating around, the questions about their history came rushing back. When Usher was just 13, he lived with Diddy in New York for about a year. Years later, during an interview on Howard Stern's show, he opened up about that experience. He described the whole environment as curious and admitted he saw things that made him uncomfortable. Usher even said there's no way he'd ever allow his own kids to be in that kind of situation. With everything coming out about Diddy now, those old comments started resurfacing and people couldn't help but question what really went down during that time. But that's not the only reason that Usher's came up in the conversation. See, he has faced 3 separate lawsuits from women claiming he passed herpes to them. Even though those cases were tied to herpes and not HIV, they still had fans talking. The fact that Usher already had STI-related accusations in his past only made the rumors about Diddy hit harder. Fans started connecting the dots, and now fans are convinced that he picked up more than herpes from Diddy. But that wasn't the end of it, because once Jaguar's claims hit the internet, people started dragging other celebrities into the mess, especially the ones who had been close to Diddy or worked with him behind the scenes. And surprisingly, Kim Porter's name came up, and the questions around her death started to get louder. There have always been quiet whispers about Kim Porter, but now the latest rumor has taken things to a whole new level. Word on the internet was that her first autopsy report allegedly showed proof she was HIV positive. People who claim to have seen the real autopsy report say that if the real report ever leaked, it would make Diddy look real bad. But wait, there's more, because we have Craig Mack, who used to be one of Diddy's top artists, but his story took a wild turn. Insiders said Craig Mack joined a cult after leaving Bad Boy, and then he died from AIDS in 2018. People started looking sideways at the timing and the connections, wondering if there was more to his story than just stepping away from the industry. While there's no way to prove this 100%, it made people question what really went on behind the scenes. The fact that Craig Mack's death is now being linked to Diddy in the rumor mill makes us wonder if people in Diddy's inner circle knew what Diddy allegedly did to Craig this whole time and they just kept quiet about it. Maybe it was because Diddy paid them off or because they were co-conspirators, but this situation is all shades of sus. And speaking of payoffs, there are rumors about how it is that Diddy managed to keep this under wraps. Word on the streets is that Diddy's team has allegedly been shelling out serious cash to keep these stories buried. And y'all want to know who fans are saying took a bribe from Diddy's team? Wyke, Osiris, French Montana, and Meek Mill. That's who. If you've been following this drama, then you're probably not shocked that these names are coming up, because they went with Diddy real bad. For example, do you remember when Lil Rod spilled about an alleged fling with a Philly rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj, and it practically pointed straight at Meek Mill? He didn't even need to say the name. Meek could have easily stayed quiet, minded his business, and let the story fade, but instead, he hopped online, fired off a string of tweets, and pretty much confirmed what everyone was already thinking without actually saying it. He said stuff like, "I'm from Philly, I don't do nose candy or freaky molly. Nobody won't even offer me that because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming." He also said, "That's why I always come around all these industry ninjas with my real friends. You never catch me around anybody from the industry alone. You can't even hold a convo without my dog stepping in the room. It's been that way." But then this video leaked of him and Diddy poolside, and it was sus AF.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Now, this is a crazy clip, right? Not only do it look kind of crazy, the way Meek body language is, but also why was Diddy call him daddy? Bro, what grown man calls another man daddy? If a grown man called me daddy, I'm going to address it. I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, stop playing that sus shit. I'm gonna say something. Bro, you're not about to say, if I let you call me daddy one time, you're gonna keep calling me daddy in public. Hey daddy, what's up, daddy? What? Let's go to the liquor store, Dad. Let's bust on a bottle, Dad. Bro, don't do that, bro, unless y'all got that type of relationship.
And just when it felt like the drama couldn't get any wilder, one of Diddy's own bodyguards came through with leaked audio that allegedly caught Diddy and Meek getting real intimate, no holding back. The clip itself is straight up insane, so I'm not even going to get into all the details, but here's what the bodyguard claimed about how he got his hands on that recording and what really went down behind the scenes. And as for Osiris, well, I know y'all remember when Diddy took him on a little vacation. He made this post and deleted him and Diddy getting
Everybody
couples
remember
massage
that.
by the sea. And there's no way y'all can tell me that you don't find that sus. He also wrote, listening to that Diddy and B2K eating that good fruit in the beautiful weather. Come on. Things took an even stranger turn when Osiris's ex-girlfriend came forward, claiming she ended their relationship after allegedly catching him in bed with another man. She said, "Stop asking me what happened with my BD. I caught him with a man, okay?" Fingers immediately started pointing at Diddy, and when Osiris went on The Breakfast Club, they asked him about the rumors.
This man trying to be crazy, man.
What you mean? What's the craziest rumor you heard about yourself in this industry so far?
The crazy rumor?
Yeah.
I don't know about the what rumors, right? Wait, they say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say it on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They say he was.
Charlamagne talking about you and Diddy what? Charlamagne try to get him to say it himself. Why can't we already know about that, my boy? You need to explain yourself. That's what you should be doing. It's clear the waters up.
I ain't never heard this, YK.
They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know that?
Now I'm about to Google it. I
Charlamagne
ain't
messing
never
with
heard
him.
this one.
I'm saying, cause that's the nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
So
saying
here
that.
goes envy.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was with a shawty.
All right, but Diddy was there.
No, he was a whole other different.
Oh, so they just made this up?
Yeah, they made it up. Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he was in a whole other different area. Like he was. Like,
Have you ever met Diddy?
yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you to party?
Yeah.
Party?
man.
Well,
Well, bro, how was Diddy in a whole nother area? YK, you took a picture of the man in the ocean. From the same place where you was getting your massage at. You took a picture of shirtless Diddy in the ocean. The same day. The same time of the day. The lighting of the day was the same lighting. It was crazy, man. You talking about...
the streets are now saying that Diddy allegedly gave Osiris HIV, which is why nobody in Hollywood wants to be associated with him again. Y'all remember when Osiris went on that rant about being cast out of the industry?
I just want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to crash out right now and just like this like life. I swear to God. I had to take a ride, bro, get out my house. Cause the demons are trying to attack me, bro. Like it's bad. Y'all keep using that Drake, huh? Drake don't me either. Me and Drake don't talk. Me and the baby don't talk. Nobody in the industry Osiris. Nobody, so don't keep using that with me. Like,
Yeah, it's all starting to come together now, and at this point, it seems like Diddy has a lot more victims than we thought at first. If these people really got infected through him, it might mean that we're going to see even more lawsuits in the future, and going by Usher's own herpes lawsuits, things are probably not going to go in his favor. But in the meantime, drop your thoughts in the comments.
Man, that's crazy. That's the industry for you, though. That is the industry for you. You guys, these STDs are something serious out here. People don't care anymore, bro. Be careful. Be protected. If you're single, man, be protected. If you married and you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, you still never know. Nowadays, man, there's so many people that's cheating and it's corrupted world nowadays, you guys. Just be safe, man. Pay attention. Man, get checked. Get checked. Make your partner go get checked. If you meet somebody new before y'all have intercourse, make them get checked. It's worth it. I'm telling you, you don't want to get caught up. You do not want to get caught up. So listen, you guys, thank y'all for watching the video to the end. If y'all made it to the end, make sure y'all hitting that like button. More videos coming soon. Stay tuned.